So we need a burnout car for a burnout competition. So we're gonna use one of my cleanest RX-7s that's basically ready to go. So let's go check it out. Not that one.
That one?
Not that one. Not that one. This one.
Oh, the FC. Is the bumper on?
The ground.
Needs a little work.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. Is that a 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm in reverse.
Oh, my emergency brake was on. What kind of fuel are you putting in it? 94?
Yeah.
What about pre-mixing?
It's got more than enough in it. I have a feeling we might need a funnel, Nick.
Yeah, you don't want to pour out. Why don't we get a funnel?
Did you remove the front bumper? You had one job.
Actually, I have 2 jobs, one of which is to hold the camera.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see if it starts.
So you hooked the Milwaukee battery onto it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. You still have like everything on the roof, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're aware. It's only on one rotor? Did we determine why it's only on one rotor?
Rotary things.
Can we disconnect this?
It's already disconnected in the car.
Oh.
Did you? Oh. Nicholas!
You said it was disconnected. Wonder if the battery got a charge.
It didn't.
We need the Milwaukee?
Yeah.
How about we put it in here this time?
Well, I don't want to leave 18 volts connected to it.
Oh, it's
so as soon as I started,
that's why it started so quick.
Feel that wire.
Oh yeah. What a perfect time for it to die.
Yeah, the tires are flat, the brakes seized on.
Wow, so what you're saying is we need to make a list.
Yeah.
And check it twice. Add air to tiles.
This tire's been leaking for 6 years. So one of the very first times that I ever met Darren, who's the original owner, I had my FD and we went out for a drive and something went bad in the motor. So we drove back to his place and the car died at the end of his driveway. So we drove it up his driveway on the starter, pulled the car in his garage, pulled the motor, rebuilt it and put it back in and it still showed warm on the temp gauge. If you're curious how familiar he is with this car. This car originally made like 400 something horsepower and cracked the rear iron and blew oil everywhere on the dyno and then he drove it home. It's a Supra killer, a Viper killer. It puts on a really good show at the local autocross. Oh God. Are you crazy? Did you point that at him?
Yeah.
You don't ever do that.
Well, now I'm gonna point it at him from a safe distance.
That's not gonna work. He'll chase you. Don't do it. Don't.
Well, we definitely need to get a plan of what needs to happen in order to do a burnout.
Gotta get rid of this. Get rid of the manifold, different turbine housing with the twin gates, and cut this exhaust completely off, take the hood off, pick the hood. See, that's supposed to be attached
To something?
It's supposed to come like this over
Ah.
and down. Well, the problem is this is your rigidity of your chassis. This is all your strength, right?
Oh. Oh yeah, it actually does look pretty good where the foam was.
Hey, this way we don't have to vacuum inside the car. We can just
Push it out.
yeah. Here we have Mazda in its natural habitat.
So I think this, how do you fuck say that? What the fuck?
So we're gonna steal some stuff from the FD. Mainly its brain.
Haltech Elite 1500. I think this is the very definition of ADHD. We just got finished cutting the rocker panel off of the FC, and now we're talking about putting a Haltech in it.
And then we got this, so we can actually see what's happening.
So for the past 732 years, this Mega Squirt has been controlling the rotary in this car and it's been doing a fine job. But Will just so happens to have an Elite 1500 and this fancy ass dash to go with it. So we're gonna take the plug and play harness, we're gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna play.
Elite 1500 with a dash, which is neat.
IC7,
IC7?
dap me up, bro.
On God?
On God, for real.
No
For real.
cap?
No cap.
Straight no capping?
No capping,
Wow.
bro.
That is.
Listen,
That's-
I'm gonna be the king of Rizzlers after
You
this,
you just rizzed me up, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
I'm
are you-
NGLing. TBH.
Ah!
Because you realize that we are taking a car that runs currently, and we are going to for sure turn it into one that doesn't run, at least for a little while.
Look, if you were to look through my yard, when has that ever gone wrong?
Yeah. Okay, so cam angle sensor. Oh, eccentric shaft position sensor, right? I don't know anything about rotaries.
So now you're gonna soon understand why I wanna do this, right?
No, I'm gonna soon understand why I'm not gonna wanna do this because I gotta reverse engineer everything.
Well, I guess we have Darren. He'll just be able to tell us. But like, for example, one of the wires from the alternator is running directly into this light. And I'm thinking that maybe this light is on when the key is on, and he's using that to turn the charging field on the alternator. But I'm not sure, because how would I be?
CAS, CAM-AS position sensor.
Position?
TPS, oh yeah.
Nice.
Map.
Is that for Google Maps, for the screen?
Dippo 2, dipstick position offset. IAT, injector air trigger.
Yep, that's to turn on the air for the injectors.
Okay, engine ground. I know where to put that one, right on the engine.
Oh, I thought you put it on the ground.
I either need Darren here to explain some things like this alternator.
Is the alternator even in this harness? Like, do we need it?
Well, I don't know, that's what I need to ask him. Is he controlling the alternator with the ECU or is he just giving it a solid 12 volts when the car is on and it's max outputting?
Yeah,
You know that for a fact?
no.
Okay.
See, that would be one of those digitally pulsed outputs, although I don't know if it's high current enough to drive the field windings. Some alternators you can just give 12 volts to and it'll just output the max all of the time. We should take this brace off.
And then take the intercooler out?
Yeah, not necessarily the intercooler, but that intercooler piping.
Piping, yep.
Yeah.
See, this is not a V-band.
What do those look like? V's?
No.
What do they look like?
O-rings. If anything, it's an O-band.
O-band then. Which spark plug is the leading spark plug and which one is the trailing spark plug on a 13B REW?
B Rev engine, which is the rotary engine found in the RX-7 FD. The leading spark plug is the one that's positioned a bit lower on the housing, and the trailing spark plug is the one that's positioned a bit higher.
Do we just commit and unplug everything?
Yeah, I guess.
Is this car gonna make it to roll call?
Yeah, what do you mean it's gonna make it the roll call? I don't know.
Lead one goes there. We're almost done the Haltech plug and play. Oh, I forgot how much.
Oh, here, let me grab it, dude.
No, it's all good.
No, I know your fingers are clubbed or whatever, so I can get them.
What? Don't call my fingers clubbed. They're not clubbed, they're thick. They're hot dog meat fingers. But if you go like this and you can see light through them, they're not clubbed, so I don't have a degenerate problem. Well, I am a degenerate and I am a problem, but you know what I'm realizing? I don't think it was
necessary to unplug them.
Do you still want me to wire this car?
Yeah.
What injectors are these?
Fuel injector clinic, I think. No, they're IDs. 1200s, I think. Can you do things now so that I don't pull this out with the Hulk strength?
Oh yeah, sure. Just stand by.
Shout out to Grip Edge Tools for being our very first sponsor. I got on it like this and it just was like,
The Haltech harness came with factory RX-7 connectors, and not everything on this engine is factory, so we're gonna have to cut off some connectors from the old harness and crimp them onto this harness so that the connector harness is harnessing the connectors properly.
sick. Did you have yogurt at all today?
Yes.
Okay, it's on your shirt.
So, let's strip them with my fancy strippers. Okay, primaries. Cool thing about injectors is there's no real polarity, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna put red to red because I like that sort of thing. Okay, let me hide our sins. And the injectors will be done. I love how there's an LED here that doesn't do anything.
I didn't have enough wires.
Coolant temp sensor.
When I made jokes about your fingers, did that bother you?
No.
Because later that night it bothered me. I was like, man, maybe that wasn't nice.
Okay, so that's coolant temp, air temp. I don't know that we actually have a whole lot left to do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ow!
What happened?
I was holding it and you pulled it through with my finger.
And where's that running to
It
specifically?
used to run up to the engine bay.
So where's it gonna run now? To the engine bay?
I don't know. I don't even really know what it's for.
Ground?
Ground for what?
The engine? Where did it run to before?
The strut tower.
Okay.
And then it was connected to another ground, another ground.
Well, just do it that way again. I mean, if we had a longer wire, we'd run it just straight to the
Perfect.
engine.
No, we're not putting that as a ground, it's red. Dude, just run it to the strut tower and run it's fine. It had no problems cranking over.
It's not about problems, Fowler.
It's about improving things that don't need to be improved.
Oh, shut up.
Darren, can you instruct me on which one of these is the fuel pump trick? Oh wait, I think I can figure it out.
It is 2.3 volts enough to start it, you think?
Might be enough to start a flashlight.
Did you get connected to it?
Yeah.
Intake air temperature 21, that seems plausible. Can we try cranking the motor?
It's got no ground, it's got no power.
But I want to crank the motor.
Oh, let's spin it by hand. You don't think I'll be able to spin it to see at least something?
I just want to see if it. Oh yeah, look, syncing the pattern. I'm not spinning it fast enough for it to see the pattern, but at least I saw it change.
That tells me that the wiring's correct. That's what I wanted to know. How did it go? This one here, then this went from here to where?
Yeah. Do we have to do that?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean just run it straight?
The engine's solidly mounted. You don't even need to ground
Yeah, but this is how much we have to work with.
it. You don't even need to ground it. It's already solidly mounted.
It's grounded through the mounts.
It's grounded through the mounts?
They're on
There's
metal.
no rubber mounts on that anywhere. You just need to ground the battery to the chassis, and I think that's all that does, isn't it?
Okay, do it. 200 RPM?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Cool. We should be able to fire up the fuel pump and it should start.
Do it then.
All right, map signal. Let's get a vacuum line going. Let me get the fuel page up and I can just add a bunch of fuel. You're good.
Needs RPM to start.
What about your Milwaukee setup, Will? Okay.
Were you adding fuel to the whole table? Or
The whole table.
Okay.
Sounds like a snowmobile.
Oh, it's losing RPM signal. Yeah, once it goes above 1800, it loses RPM. So it's losing RPM signal up top.
Yes.
And when I say up top, that's 1800 RPM, not exactly high. Wow, it is, wow. Hey, it runs. We're losing crank signal.
Why?
Let me get my laptop and, ugh. Okay, we're gonna try DC coupling first, see if that fixes it, and then we'll move forward. Okay. It's at 2200 RPM right now, it's not losing. Bring it up. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that made it better, but it didn't fix it. When it dies like that, it's losing RPM. Okay, hold on. I fixed it. I did. That came out of the catch can. Wow. You don't think that'd do anything, eh?
No, I really wasn't expecting that. So it was running a little rich, eh?
Yeah, until we got that wideband installed.
Give us a rundown. What'd you just do?
I just wired up the fan. Did that just blow the fuse? Something happened, but the fans aren't turning. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I didn't tighten the ground. Let's see if I wiggle that ground around. Just the ground. Okay. So we're gonna split this into two videos because it's going a little long. In this video, we installed the Haltech in the dash. Well, we installed the dash onto the dash, and the dash is installed on the bench, but it is connected, so it's technically installed. We rewired most of the car. We got rid of the old wiring harness and ran a whole new harness. Still got a couple little things like the fuel pump and the meth injection to do. We fired it up on a bass tune, and it ran actually pretty damn good. Just right out of the box, punched in the injector numbers, ran it off the Haltech bass tune, it fired right up, so that was great. And we also cut the floor part, which was a great decision on all of our parts to do that. In the next video, we're going to wire up the fuel pump, the meth injection. We're going to install this pretty badass exhaust housing with the two wastegates coming right off the hot side. That's gonna go straight up in the air. And we're gonna street tune it. And then we're gonna do a burnout at a burnout competition. And hopefully nothing goes wrong.
And we win.
And we win.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win. That's it.
Holy fuck. I'm getting a cab next time.